Welcome back to the Whiskey and Wisdom Podcast. I'm your constant co-host, Chris Kellum, and I'm with my best boy,
Tyler, y'all.
And we are in a brand new location today. We're in Cinch Billiards.
Cinch Bar and Billiards.
Perfect. And we have two faces you might remember from throwback seasons. Introduce yourself again.
I'm Haley.
I'm Joe.
Thanks for bringing us back on. Appreciate it.
Letting us bring you on.
Bring us back in.
Yes.
In a different location.
Send ahead kids.
Yeah. I love this
For
space.
you to have us.
All the above.
We're all confused.
So fair enough.
He used to bartend at Underfront. So you would have seen her making drinks with Tyler because I'm a little too tall to make them next to her. So that was a few years ago. Keep an eye out for some more drink videos. And then Joe used to own a few bars.
Yeah.
And now owns another one.
Yeah.
Sums that up. All right.
Yep.
Wrap up the podcast. Awesome.
But you guys opened up Cinch. When did you open this joint up?
Well, I think our official open date was December the 5th of last year. And I think that we signed the lease in maybe June, this past June. It's about a 6.5 month build out, give or take. So, yeah. And the location, I don't know if you guys remember it or not, but it was the Christmas shops. So totally unidentifiable from what it is now. Like the front was all boxed out and lots of like painted things, like Snoopy Christmas figurines and stuff like that. Yeah.
I was walking by, I'm like, this used to be shops. And he's like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, yeah, because there's another door here. And I just remember like they used to do that. Like there was this one and there's another one further down that just had random little shops.
Yeah. Mike's. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. See, I got a good memory some days.
That's crazy. How'd you walk in here and have the vision to turn it into this from a Christmas shop?
Dude, so we've got the old videos. Me and Haley came in here.
So I walked in, I looked at him, and I was like,
How?
it was like one of those like fix your face, like oh my goodness.
She's actually got a video that she took of me just like.
Peeking through like the curtains.
Yeah.
I can show you guys a video at the end.
But like in foundation, like you walk into a place like this and it was all boxed out. There was a huge retaining wall that went to this first pillar that was totally enclosed. All this was enclosed from this side portion here. There was no arch, there was no entrance. So really like the fundamentals of anything when you're doing like a design is seeing the space. Right. So that's what you have to kind of do. You walk in, you see this really kind of clunky, compartmentalized area. You're like, all right, let's rip down all these walls. And that's the first step. Yeah. And then just the sheer mass and size of it and like the different architectural pieces that we like, it took a while, but we found the vision.
That's the thing.
So before we go too deep, one, you know me, I love drinks. Staring at the cocktail menu. We did think about starting a podcast, but not because of this drink, which we should start a podcast is a drink on the menu. But what did you make for us, Haley?
That is the Dirty Cinch. So it's like a spinoff of a Dirty Shirley. We just use a way better cherry syrup in it.
So do you make the syrup? You just buy it?
It's a secret.
It's a Amarillo cherry syrup. It's a brandied syrup.
Okay.
It
does taste really good.
It's nice.
Yeah. Nice refreshing too.
This might be my summer cocktail.
It is good.
Summer
Yes,
cocktail.
I love it because I'm a drink whore. And I just like to know all about all the things. Making your cocktail menu, which we'll tag and post so everyone can check it out. What was your favorite drink to come up with?
Probably that we should start a podcast. I started working on that one when I was over at Underfront.
Okay.
And anybody that liked Fernet, I was like, hey, will you try this? And just like, let me know. It was one that like I really had to like work with.
It's a lot of like tweaks and
Oh yeah.
What is Fernet, by the way?
It's a herbaceous liqueur.
yes.
Chris
So
loves that word.
it falls into the bitter category. So,
okay.
Eastern Europe does a huge variety. Like we get a couple over here, like Fernet. And I guess you might be going through like Jaeger in there, possibly.
It does taste kind of like Jaeger, like the black licorice to me.
But there's a
Interesting,
huge
okay.
subsect of herbaceous liqueur. I was in Croatia, and that's all they drink. Like there's hundreds and hundreds of them, and they're all
No
with
way.
different yeah. It's not my favorite genre of liquors, but very popular elsewhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. So to catch like some of the listeners up, so we've mentioned Underfront a few times. So if you haven't listened to that one, go back and listen to it. But kind of tell us the arc of coming from Underfront, creating the vision for this, how like the ideation like came about, how you guys started working together, like when this opened.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot. I mean, like from like the history perspective, I'm kind of like just inching forward. Me and Haley started working together at Rum Cow.
Oh, okay.
Whiskey Tango was the first one that I built and bought here. And then we opened Rum Cow, and that was kind of developing Gray Street,
Right.
and Taco Baby. And then we got Underfront, and it's always been kind of a push towards the center of town. So this is kind of a progression of that. She was my bar manager at Rum Cow and just really ran the show. Those were the days that I was like back in the kitchen and just being like a
He was
crazy kitchen
do whatever
boy.
you need to do,
Yeah.
just make it happen.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, it would just go nuts. Rum Cow like popped off in a huge way. So
Yeah.
it was just kind of like I leaned on her a lot, and she kept it. She kept it running, and she was a stable force. And then when I sold Rum Cow and got Underfront, she's really the only one that I thought of. She
Yeah.
immediately took over as the GM with Underfront, and got to see kind of like the full development cycle of like a bar and the creation and like the logistical thing, which a lot of that stuff is just guided by simple emotions, like what's nice, like what feels good, but it's a big integral piece because like you want to be comfortable anywhere. And then we talked for years. I mean, we were at Underfront together for 3 years, and I just came in. Yeah,
wouldn't this be cool if we could do this? Cool.
well, like she's the one. Like that's kind of like the thing. Like I'm not old, but I'm getting older. It's like I can't just do everything. And like I learned a long time ago. It's like I've got to build like a structure, and like there's got to be people that are promoted and passionate. You kind of like marry those passions, recognize it, and bring them up, and like that's kind of the purpose. That's the reason. We talked about doing a project for a long time, and this one came, and I sold Underfront, and it was just the right time, man.
That's awesome. So while you guys were both at Underfront, was the Billiards Bar always kind of like the vision that kind of came up, or was that something that came later? You're like, hey, you know what? Wilmington needs a high-end billiards bar.
No, I think yes and no. Like we kind of were like we want to do something, and then I was like I want pool tables because me and my friends like to go out. We like to play pool, and I kind of wanted to bring it back to like I've always worked in sports bars and like fast-paced places, and like we didn't have that at Underfront, so I was like, kind of want to go back to that a little bit.
Yeah, and like I mean, so this is kind of born out of it, and we can kind of talk about like different elements later. But we wanted something that's just a good time. That's not like
It's just fun.
I don't want to use the word pigeonholed, but like I've done a lot of things that are very specific. Like I go down cocktail rabbit holes. I go down, Southern Asian food rabbit holes, tacos, whatever it happens to be. Like I hyper fixate. And like one of the things that you kind of realize over the course of business is like, that's great. But sometimes, you really just want a place that's fun and that you can hang out and you can bring your friends and family, and there's no like big to do. Like there's not like
You don't have to
some
come
kind of,
because
like,
it's an occasion.
undercurrent of
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, so we want something that was nice, that's still in the same demographic and the same, term appeal of the other places, but really it's just kind of like an easy hangout spot.
Yeah, I like it. I think you accomplished that. It looks really good in here.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. We were walking past and I'm like, I bet you this is the spot. Like it's right across from a tattoo shop, there's a vape shop across the street, but then there's also an event space. So like people while they're waiting, just come over and hang out. So I think this is a good.
Yeah, it's a good cross section, and like we're in like the center of downtown. There's a lot of like subtle gentrification, I guess is the word that I'd use, is going on. They're upgrading a lot of these buildings, and we're just excited to be part of kind of a renewed downtown.
I like it. So my brain wants to ask the question, what is cinch?
What is cinch?
Yes. Because we were sitting outside and I'm like,
So this is an age basis word, right? I don't know how old you guys are.
okay, I'm 37.
33.
So you've heard this word.
I've
Because
heard
in
cinch
the 90s,
before.
we all went around like, it's a cinch.
It's like that'd be
I see,
cool.
yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
It just means guaranteed success, gonna be easy.
Yes.
Right.
But it's also kind of like a throwback word. And, that's another thing. Like you get kind of like stuck in the muck on so many things. And like Haley's a really good counterpart for this kind of operation, because when you're making a pool hall, you're like, oh, corner pocket, or like, 8-ball alley, or,
I'm like, no, it's corny. Can't do that.
it's all done. It's all just out there. And it's like, you rabbit hole so hard. We probably got 100 texts of like random pool
For
related
3
things.
weeks of it.
And it's like, dude, I'm
It
done
was
with this. Like,
rough.
this should be easy.
Yeah.
It can just be a cinch. We'll just call it a cinch. And she's like, great. It's
Perfect.
perfect.
That's awesome.
So that was
Oh,
an
that's cool.
argument outside. I was like, cinch doesn't to me like it doesn't sound like a pool or a
It does not.
billiards term.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, maybe. I'm like,
I was like, I could see it possibly being a billiards term. I
It's
don't
not
know.
just a billiards bar. Like, we have the lounge. We have our
Yes.
like people watching
Yeah.
area. We got our TVs.
Well, and that's the
projector.
other thing, because like the name is kind of like the intention, and like, you know, we've got 4 pool tables. We definitely are a pool bar, right? But we're not a pool hall.
Right.
There's not 30 tables. I don't want it to be just tournament pool players. You know, we're not counting games or whatever. Like, it's really just meant to like come and hang out, have a good time. You know, so like I didn't want to like overstate. We didn't want to overstate like or put too much emphasis on the pool side of things.
Yeah. And it's nice and open in here too. I do like the lounge area. That was the first spot I was like, yeah, maybe we should set up in there. But yeah.
and Chris said it's too red.
Yeah. And dark.
Oh, well, they all changed. That's the beauty of like modern
Oh.
construction. We can like flip out. We've got 40 different colors of lights with all this stuff. It's so much fun building nowadays because like
Yeah,
everything
sure.
has become modernized.
Yes.
Like
And
we
can
keep
still feel
it
it right in the
red.
background.
But yeah, that was the other
Can't
option.
argue
Yeah,
with
that's
anything.
It was a selling feature of the spot.
Yes.
The lounge was like the first thing that we demoed. So like a little history on this place. Like I don't know if you saw the sign and the sidewalk out front of the shops
Yeah.
at Diana.
Yes.
So in the 40s through the 60s, it was a women's clothing shop.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, so they did like prom clothes and dresses. And so the lounge area, and the reason that there's cutouts there that are supported, those were dress boxes from the 60s that were still there. So
They even
like,
had like the metal pole you could pull out and like
Yeah,
hang your
yeah,
dresses on.
Yeah.
very ornate, very fancy, but a huge pain in the ass. Like the demo on this building was nuts. And we were in here, and Haley's like, God, I'm frustrated. I was like, just kick the shit out of this thing, man. Just so we're just
Towering them,
tearing
kicking
stuff
them down.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fun build, but
I hate
There's so
videos of
many-
that too. Of both of us just kicking them over.
oh yeah, and it was
That's
huge. There's just so much, like there was so much wood in this place. Like we probably pulled out. That's why it took so long to build. We had like 2 months of demolition, man.
Wow. That's huge.
Oh, another little Easter egg about this place. Underneath that side in the basement, they never demoed the hair salon that was part of this business. So there's a 1960s salon in the basement, untouched by time. Art Deco tiles, like little
I
like
don't like the
cubbies and
basements.
stuff. The basement's kind of creepy.
It's
Really-
like,
really
what's
like-
going on down there?
Can you get to the basement?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's not mine though. There's people that rent it, but I had to go there to do construction
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Pool tables, old floor. We had to put support beams under all the
Reinforcements.
floors.
Oh, wow.
So I'm back to Chris random questions now.
Bring it on.
The styling, the decor, who came up with that? Because I'm loving it.
Mhm.
Kind of a mix of both of us. It was kind of just like, hey, I got this. I got this. And we just made it.
Yeah,
bar
and
is
total
huge.
like indulgence, right? Yeah, like like those are the leftover pool sticks. So like some of them wound up being like little art projects and stuff like that.
Right.
She did the layout of like the whole bar top and picked the countertop and just built it, and then put it together. And then the wood back there, which no one's ever gonna notice, which is fine.
It's your favorite wood ever.
So the wood that's holding the
The
body.
cells themselves are black limba. So black limba is what they use to make high-end guitars and violins. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful figurine. So like I got during this build, like I rabbit hole. I think I've mentioned that before. So like I'm hanging out at this wood shop every day and like looking at all
Wow.
like and so I'm like sending Haley all these pictures. I'm like, look at this, like look at the figurine on this walnut. And she was like, oh great. And so I found the one I really liked.
She's already went out
Let's do it.
And I was like, dude, it's gonna be like $1,200, but like this is the coolest wood ever. And now it's just covered in bottles. You
But
got
we
to
take
build
care
it.
of it. We wipe it off.
Right.
Yeah.
it gets monthly maintenance.
Yeah, but that and like that's that's the cool thing about like a spot like this is like we don't use construction crews. So like
Right.
me and Haley were in here building. That's a huge character difference.
That's-
Like I mean, I have like a GC that's a buddy of mine that comes and helps out on all the projects that we've done. Shout out Harmony Builders. But for the most part, we were just taking things step by step. So you look at the placement of something and you're like, well, this has to fit, so this has got to go there. And then you just kind of retrofit and make it happen.
I never want to rip carpet out of a place again.
What?
It was 2 layers on this
I was
side.
totally gone. I was like, I want to do this.
Got it. So
Well, what
It was
happens
horrible.
if like you rip it up and there's just amazing vintage floor?
there wasn't. There was tile
There was
underneath
not.
of it.
So that's
So
disappointing.
then the tile had to come up as well.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a whole like story. This floor that we're on right
Mhm.
now. I mean, that's probably 2.5 months of construction. It's all covered. It had to get sanded, rehoned, and then covered with sheet wood, and then reinforced from the bottom, and then carpeted. So yeah, it was.
In the back,
it
I
was
had
a
never seen
process.
so many staples in carpet.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was bad.
Insane.
Yeah.
I
Nature
wonder
is
if it was
down.
like a write-off. Like, hey, we already paid for these staples. We don't need them for next time. So just use them.
You just get rid of them.
We actually found a stairwell underneath that pool table.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's the fun part of construction, man.
It's a
Like you're
really
just doing
nice
stuff. You're like,
stairwell,
oh,
too.
great. There's a spiral
downstairs.
staircase here for some ridiculous.
like
Going
when I
into the
can use
basement?
it.
You can't do, yeah, it goes into the salon.
Oh, that's okay.
So that should be the next spot you buy.
Oh, dude, I want it.
Yeah, so
So
that'd
that
be
was a
pretty
good
cool.
time. If I ever get the opportunity, we're doing it, dude. I'm opening that
Little
staircase
speakeasy
up.
downstairs.
How do you get this building but not own what's underneath it? Or is it like rented out by like the level?
Well, the only reason, I mean, I would have taken all of it, but he's got other tenants down there. And so it's just a long-term lease. I think those folks have had it for 20 years or something along those lines. They just use it as storage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so these buildings, I mean, I think that people underestimate how old they are. Like, this is late 1800s. Like, this has been
wow.
just around forever. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
Most of the buildings downtown are like they've been here. They've
Mhm.
gone through fires. They've gone through
oh, yeah.
reconstruction. Like we looked across the street above Hardwire, and I'm like, I forget that there's 4 stories above it because everyone knows Hardwire. And I was like, oh no, there's 3 condos above it.
And there's a tunnel under the road beneath it.
Right,
You know
yeah.
that or not?
I did hear about that.
Yeah. They have one of the few open tunnels.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's only like 2 or 3 that are
Right.
open still because they
Because they filled them up. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, Underfront has the back side of the tunnel, but it doesn't go on the street.
During all the construction
Safer,
from
but
during all the construction on all these different bars, like you probably learned like all of the history of Wilmington pretty much.
Oh yeah,
Just
man.
like
And so much gets found too. You know, that's
Right.
and like this is always like a hope. I think that we hope the most here out of all places because of its age and like what it's gone through historically. You know, like Underfront was like a granary,
right.
so like maybe you're gonna find something cool, but probably not.
yeah.
This was like a clothing store and an outlet and a bank at some point. Like it was like
Oh, I
maybe
Found
we'll
old
find
bank
some.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh really?
when we were destroying one of those cabinets, we pulled it out of the wall and like a looked like checks.
Like old checks.
They were
fell
so
out.
old, and I didn't know this. Upstairs. I didn't know this until then, but all deposit slips were to the U.S. Depository. It wasn't the name of the bank, so we found these
Oh,
slips and
wow.
it said U.S. Depository. But in the 40s, it wasn't like Wells Fargo or Bank of America. You would just make deposits into the U.S. Depository.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't
So I had
find
no
more
idea what
back
they
then.
were. I was like, I had no clue.
That's neat.
You definitely have to put them up somewhere.
Yeah.
At least do like a
Try and
stack
never
of like
find 'em.
3.
And we found some old like dress patterns or something too.
We did find those.
I don't remember what they were
That's
for, but
what you need. You wanted a fancy suit, you just get an old school
Like
dress.
dude, there was like
Those
this
big
800-pound
shoulders.
leather press back there too,
How I
like a leather punch thing. Guy was like, I want it, and I was like, dude, take it.
I
need
have
a
no use of this.
800
Get it
pound
out of here.
Cobra. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch like one of those auction shows, and that thing's gonna come up, and it's
I
like
know.
$8,000 or something. It's like I should have kept it.
All right. So with the bar, what are your typical hours? And do you have any like days of the week that you do anything special or anything like that yet?
We're open at 4:30 every day. Saturday, Sunday, we open at 12:30. And then Monday, Tuesday, free pool from 4:30 to 6.
Happy hour.
Happy hour
nice.
with the order of 2 drinks.
Okay.
So order 2 drinks. Full for a couple hours.
Nice.
And then Sunday we do some drink specials.
Sweet. Out of the, I know you mentioned the We Should Start a Podcast was a favorite one they like working on, or a few other ones that are just like really popular right now, or that were either difficult to make, just something Something fun about the cocktail list.
The pony up was the one that I kept. I wouldn't send him the menu because there was a couple on there that I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm proud of this. He's like, send me the menu. It's been like a month. And like, I had never made the pony up before. It was just something I was like, whatever, I need a bourbon drink. Like, I'm going to,
Right.
but it's very popular. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
this is the one that I was so scared. I wouldn't send him the menu. Ended up being okay. The Lie to Me on the vodka side is really popular.
So is this going to be like your set menu? Are you going to change anything out? From here, it looks like you could technically write on that board, but I also can't tell if it's just
I think it'll be
Printed.
sad, but I mean,
So it's painted. So
Ooh.
we actually have a buddy that's an artist, and she kills it. Her name is Brooke Rowe. She does Brooke Rowe Designs, and she
She's
made
done
our
stuff in the
frog in
hallway.
the back, and she painted our leopard door back there. She's amazing. She's about to make us a 8-foot long black alligator.
Wow.
they go
So,
under
yeah.
our frog.
Yeah, so all this is custom. It's just she got out there and painted it. It just looked like that.
oh yeah.
But from like a cocktail perspective, we'll do seasonal stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm always curious. I love going into bars, and because we try everything when we go out, I will end up trying everything on the menu within like
Here's
3
one easier.
weeks.
Right.
Like
Yes.
15, 16 versus 50.
So,
there.
but that's intentional, right? Like, there's a lot of like things that you kind of like leave behind. Like, we didn't want to be a full out cocktail bar. We want to be able to make any cocktail you want. We've got the best mixologist in Wilmington sitting right
I don't know
here.
about that.
She's done it all. The capabilities there. All of our staff's fully trained. But I also saw how lost people got sometimes, and my big cocktail menu that was 52 cocktails. And
Wow.
And then it
So-
becomes like, oh, we're gonna try this one, and then we're gonna go, like, we're gonna just have a Jack and Coke somewhere.
Right.
It's almost like there's an intended purpose, right? Whenever you're like kind of cocktail bar and you're going there for like that experience, and then maybe you're gonna spend your night somewhere else. We want to be kind of the middle road in between that the cocktail lovers can come in here. They know that she can make a food curry, no problem. And they can just get a drink off of here and then have a couple of beers and not feel out of place. Right. A couple of beers.
Here you can literally get anything you want.
Anything.
That's awesome.
It's a food curry.
Correct. That's a classic all liquor, old school drink.
Not my favorite.
So is it as? It's older, I'm assuming, than a Long Island.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, there's like classic cocktails. Classic
Yeah.
cocktails are all liquor based because there wasn't like ready refrigeration at the time
Your
period that they were
old-fashioned
made. So
Manhattan.
that was the logic. Like a Manhattan was made at the Manhattan Club, the 212. Right. So they're either speakeasies. A lot of them came about in that time period, and so there's not lots of mixers that heat, so you have to use some affordable. Yeah, some of those. So that whole genre of classic cocktails
Interesting. Makes sense.
I prefer the ones with juice. I'm a little more new school.
Right.
No, I mean, I haven't had a Long Island iced tea in like a few years.
It's in college.
It was a running joke. So I was at the Starling and I was like, can you guys even make a Long Island iced tea? And they're like, we can, but we don't have
we don't want to.
any cheap, like nothing
The
here
sour
is cheap.
mix. Yeah.
Like, and it'll cost $26.
Yeah. And that was the joke. So like I got it for my birthday a few years ago just to have it. And I was like, but you can taste the difference when you don't use plastic bottle liquor.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like a top tea.
Right.
Yeah. So my bartending experience comes from a generation. I mean, I've served thousands of LATs. I've drank thousands of LATs. Like that's where I come from. Like that.
Yeah.
I do not turn my nose up to that kind of stuff.
I mean, that's
I come from true volume bartending, in the early thousands where we just, that's all there really was.
Right.
Blue motorcycles were like a big deal when they first came out.
Those
Just
still
on
are kind of a
like-
big deal.
I was gonna say that seems like it's
People
coming
still
back.
like
Yeah.
those.
I remember being like 23 and going to TGI Fridays because every Wednesday they had
Yeah.
$1.99 LATs and telling them not to put any sour mix in and just taking LAT shots at TGI Fridays, man. Yeah, that was
That's
classic.
awesome.
Do you think they use Aristocrat in them?
Oh, they definitely
yeah,
used
I'll
it.
just-
It was dirty, man. It was dirty. But I mean, it was a good time, man. I love this.
TGI Fridays, they still pour heavy. Like we
It
went
still
to,
exists.
Honestly, do they still
Yeah.
exist around here?
so I went to
I would go. Do they still do like the Jack Daniels skillets, dude? Because I'm
Oh,
all about
that's right.
we went to the Kendrick and SZA concert last summer, and there was a TGI Fridays like
Jealous of that.
oh,
Yeah.
it was so good.
Yeah.
But like
Where else would you go after a Kendrick concert?
we went because we were like we don't want to sit there and wait for too long. And
Dude,
pay
they will
excess
turn up
for
at a
drinks.
TGI Fridays
Oh,
for
really?
sure.
Oh yeah, my friend showed up and then they were like, we got there the night before, and it was just a club inside TGI Fridays.
They intentionally did that.
And I went and was like, okay, like I'll be fine. Let me just order a shot and a drink. And the girl showed up with like a tall boy. Like I take normal shots. I'm fine. I actually had to like take it, gulp, and then in the shit. I was like, y'all are trying to fuck us up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, this is the
I want you to
vibe.
order more shrimp.
Soak it up that way.
Dude,
So
it's kind of sad because
nice.
like all those tiers of restaurants are going. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen an Applebee's in a long time.
I always tell you about those wonton tacos.
lot of them.
I love the wonton tacos at Applebee's.
Dude, like low key, like I got so at Rum Cow,
Oh yeah.
I love those wonton tacos too. So I was like, I gotta make a wonton taco. I did a tuna poke wonton taco and up the
Oh,
quality,
yeah.
but like that's definitely predicated on the Applebee's wonton
Oh,
taco.
that's so
You can't argue that there's good stuff out there in the world.
Exactly.
You can overcook it and make it better.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's the method.
I mean, the only thing in Wilmington left is a Chili, so because they closed Applebee's
Man, I get down
TGI
on some Chili's
Fridays.
too,
the
man.
Applebee's in Leland still open?
I
I
would
think they're
have to be.
all going, man. I think that's
Yeah.
like
That's sad.
I mean, it's
I used to
and
love going there
realistic.
when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Dude, another rabbit hole that I recently went on, and I'm not trying to like turn this into like a conspiracy theory conversation, but like everyone knows that the quality of food and that like tier of dining has gone way downhill.
Right.
Like if you eat at an Olive Garden, the chicken does not taste as good.
No, yeah.
Like it's not a mystery to me why these places are closing. And then I was like, well, why is it universal that they're all bad? And I don't even know if I should say that name. I guess it's fine. It doesn't matter. Cisco controls over half of restaurant deliveries. In the U.S., they do 350,000 individual locations. There's 700,000 restaurants in the U.S. They have uniformly bad product. That's what's happening. Like it's not some big mystery for me.
Right.
It's like they're using bad product and like the food quality has just gone down. It is what it is. And they're
Yeah.
going to close.
Does make sense though.
It does. Very lateral.
Right.
You guys don't have food here, correct? So we went down that rabbit hole, and I was like, sounds good. And I had to
good.
make sure. So
Dude,
no
I
food here.
miss making food, man. That's like the one thing. I think about it a lot because going through COVID and having a restaurant was like terrible, man.
Yeah.
It was just soul sucking. It was me and Chip sitting around doing like 3 to-go orders a day. Like,
Oh wow.
this is terrible. I got like an infant at the house. I'm like, oh,
Right.
God. And so I was like, I'm never going to do a restaurant again. And then like 5 years have gone by now, and I'm like, man, I really want to do a restaurant. I just miss walking in and like making exactly what I want, like having like
yeah.
huge slab pork belly and just making that big pimento cheeseburger. With,
That's
like,
what you'll do downstairs when you
That's
get
what I'll
that
do
space.
downstairs.
You do it as
That's
like
totally the plan.
do it as like a ghost
It's like
kitchen.
Joe's little kitchen.
And you just make
Dude, I've got a concept too.
Just make
I'm not
only
gonna
food
pitch it
for up
It's
here.
no concept.
Yeah.
and if people can order it. Do like Mr. Beast when he had like the
Oh,
Beast
yeah,
Burger, and
Beast
it was just like
Burgers.
floating ghost kitchens.
Oh, I did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a piece of me that wants it for sure,
That's cool.
But not yet.
but not yet. My daughter's got to get a little bit older. Once she's like old enough to
Work in the restaurant.
work the restaurant, yeah.
So one of the questions I've been like dying to ask you when I saw that this place is open, is this one of the concepts too that you're gonna run it for a little bit and then sell it, or is this something that you're gonna hold on to for a while?
You know, so I get asked that question a lot, and it's never been like a I'm gonna sell this situation.
Oh, okay.
There's never been like a time that I was like I'm gonna build this and sell it. You know, it's just changes. You know, it's just things and making room for more. You know, I guess the short answer is that like I don't want to sell this. I don't have any like aspiration to sell it. You know,
Right.
I don't think, you know, something like the restaurant, like Rum Cow, like I went through COVID and like I had a 1-year-old.
Right. Yeah.
I needed to sell that. Like it wasn't motivated by like some plan for me to like flip a restaurant or something. It's like,
sure.
I haven't seen my daughter in like 3 weeks and like
Right.
I need it at the house, and I'm working 80 hours. So yeah, a lot of it is just kind of happenstance more than anything. You know, I don't think that I would ever enter in with the idea of selling. So I don't have that idea now. I have a 20-year lease on this. I think I'm calmer than I was. I think that I'm really a lot of energy, and like I'm motivated, and I love to create stuff. And I think I'm not done with that. I think I probably will open more places, but I feel a lot more grounded now than I did, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. I don't have any intention.
Right.
Yeah.
The look on Haley's face is like,
You're
Next
probably
week,
just
it's
buying
sold.
it.
Yeah, it's just it's so wild, man. Like and there's sometimes like, you know, with Rum Cow, like I couldn't say no. Like the offer was too good. Like
Right.
like I'm not gonna make a poor business decision.
True.
And when I got like a family at the house. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't think I will.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because there's some people that literally only go into business just for the sake of selling it in a few years. And like, that's just the business plan of those people. And then like,
No,
the other
yeah,
interesting
no.
thing that you're saying is like, hey, this a good opportunity comes up, like for Rum Cow, sell it. Another opportunity comes up to open somewhere else, like you take it.
Take it.
So it's really cool, like meeting someone that's willing to make those big changes when it makes sense. Because there's
Yeah.
so many people that are always so scared to either sell what they're used to or start something new. But it doesn't seem like that really. is
No,
something that,
no,
like,
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but like, you know, a very central piece of all this stuff for me is like is the legacy of it. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about from like a getting recognized on the street perspective, but like I got a daughter. Like I wanted to show her the things. Like
right.
I like being a part of it. Like I'm super invested in downtown and its development and like the general trajectory. You know, at this point, like we've connected true downtown to Gray Street and developed
Right.
that area. Like I'm really proud of a lot of that stuff. And I'm really proud of the people that are running them. And, you know, like I like having like a mark left because, yeah, I don't know, it just feels. And then like I think about it a lot. Like I'll hopefully take my daughter to Taco Baby and Rum
Right.
Cow, and whenever she can drink, we can get our first drink at Whiskey Tango.
Exactly.
And having fun. We film and shoot a game, man. You know, like I like that. And all the places that I do are not controlled by the machine, man. I
Right.
mean, and that's just a true statement. You know, that's another important piece is that there's still like part of a culture that exists. Like we didn't have to do anything. You know, we chose to do all the things that we did. And, you know, even now we just constantly modify and change. And like we meet an artist that can do cool shit and we're like, let's do it. You know,
That's
like,
awesome, yeah.
and having that flexibility and being able to continue to create, you know, that's just a really big piece of it. And it's a really good feeling. You know, I don't know, just keep existing. You know?
Yeah.
It's nice.
So I know you're a huge part of Underfront. So after Underfront, when you were starting this, what was something that was really surprising to you during the initial phase of like getting your hands dirty and getting this place opened?
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
She's not.
I wasn't like, I was like all in. I was like, what do you want me to do? Because I would be still working over there. So we wouldn't really see each other here.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, what can I do today? Nothing was like super surprising, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's, from my perspective, it's a lot of fun because I've done this a bunch of times.
Right.
So like there's a lot of things that like I'm just gonna kind of straightforward into it.
I was like guided the whole time.
But to see like
Yeah.
the raw excitement in her is fucking awesome.
It was fun.
That's great.
It was
Yeah.
fun. Like I was not afraid of getting dirty. I got rashes on my legs from some of the carpet.
I believe it.
But tomorrow with pants because it's
Yeah.
itchy. But like there was some gross stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
always
I
gross
probably
stuff,
shouldn't
yeah.
speak of, but
It was beautiful.
it was fun. Like I just had fun doing it. Like it really
Yeah.
was like fun.
Was that something what was probably more surprising to you that was as fun it was to like build something from like the ground up that you're like, oh my gosh, like this is really opened my
Yeah,
eyes?
and then like we just got to pick everything, like from carpet colors to ceiling colors to fixtures to everything, because
Right.
it was just bare bones. So it's like, okay, where do we start?
That's neat.
Yeah, it was fun.
What was your favorite part of building the whole thing out then?
I think removing those dress boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Finding out that there was brick back there. I was like, he pulled it out a little bit. I wedged back and I was like, there's brick. We got to pull it out.
You guys see this brick wall here?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
She hand sanded all the mortar off the entire wall.
No, wow.
This there, and this there.
Wow.
My knuckles were bloody.
I
I was at Underfront and the bartender next to me is like, did you get in a fight? And I was like, what are you talking about? No. She's like, look at your knuckles. I was like, oh, that's from the brick over at Cinch.
I remember there was like 3 times you came in and like told me that it felt real, like different like stages inside
Yeah.
the build. I mean, I think that there's like this whole like demo stage where like, what the fuck? And, like, let's
Yeah, it was, like, at the
build
very
this
beginning.
out, let's get it done. I think when that bar went up, you're like, oh, it feels
legit.
real.
I remember
Yeah.
going
right.
back there and I just sat on the floor and took a video because I was trying to, anything we did, I was trying to get like pictures of like the
really nice.
progress so we can like eventually like post those.
Exactly.
And that's why I was like, oh wait, there's a bar here. Like this is legit.
Dude, and then the day the pool tables went in, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, we both were sitting there
Exactly.
tired. It took them hours.
long time.
No,
To
wow.
assemble
It
them?
was kind of
Yeah.
crazy to watch too.
Well, these are real pool tables. That's a Brunswick gold.
Right,
It
yeah.
sounds super pretentious for me to say it like that, but like
It's-
they're great
yeah.
tables, and so like they come from Brunswick. They got made for us. Put
That
in-
felt very real too. And then coming in the next day and playing on them.
Right. Yeah. This is it now.
It's so as a non aficionado, what's the difference between the tables? Is one smaller?
7 foot.
Yeah, so I mean, APA in Wilmington plays on 7 foot.
Oh.
The standard for like Vegas tournament is 9 foot. This is a tournament table.
Right.
So it's got tournament fabric. It's a lot smoother and the balls roll faster. And that's like the general Vegas standard. This is kind of the bar standard.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking, I'm like, obviously, I know you can change the color of felt to anything you want.
Yeah.
But noticed, I'm like, you can definitely see the quality difference. And I appreciate that, what you guys are putting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and a lot of people, you know, I hesitate to say that like a 7 foot is a beginner table because I don't think that's true. Like I play on 9 foot, so I'm not as good on a 7 foot as I am at 9, and I think that that's probably true for folks that typically play on a 7 foot.
I'm the
They have to
opposite.
adjust the 9.
I played on
Really?
7s. I'm horrible.
I think from like a short game perspective, obviously a 7 foot is a lot more than a 9 foot.
Yes.
Right. You have to adjust like the hit and speed. I'd say that a 9 foot is obviously more difficult overall, and more of like a professional standard. But I think both of them have their virtues.
That explains so much in my life.
Is there a difference between pool and billiards?
Yes.
What is that?
Billiards is snooker.
Ah.
So snooker is played on a 10 or 11 foot table.
right.
It's a totally different concept. Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
But in America, it's generalized.
Oh,
to
okay.
cover all pool. But
Right.
if you say billiards in
He's
like
like,
a
where's the
real
10 foot?
context, we're talking.
Yeah, I
about,
was like,
you know,
because
I'd love to have a
It's in the
snooker
basement.
table in here.
So that'd be pretty cool.
I played snooker a couple of times. My brother-in-law is from Manchester, professional pool player, and he
Oh,
started as
right.
a snooker player. So most of those professional dudes come from snooker because it's just so hard, dude. It's just
That's
such a
crazy.
difficult game. The table's huge. The pockets are small.
I don't think I've ever seen an 11-foot table. That's why.
Yeah, I usually see them in 10, but there are 11s too.
so that's
I've
what
been seeing a lot of like weird variants. I don't know if you guys like YouTube or not, but like somewhere in Asia, they have like an enormous full slate table that looks to be about 12 feet with a small disc and what appear to be like poker chips. And they flick the disc around and try and get it into tiny little holes. Yeah, there's like new variants
Yes.
all the time. Do you see what
yes.
I just like some dude going and
I
like
didn't know what it was.
floating
I
an
just saw
orb
it.
out. It's so weird. It's
That's
What
like,
makes the
I
guy
want
in
it.
that room?
I mean, they're enormous. They're like 12 feet. And it's like marble top. And
Wow.
like it's gliding across. It's like air hockey, billiards, rock'em sock'em robots. I don't know. It's like some weird hybrid. But yeah, there's that's cool stuff.
You'll have to put it on TV, like when the ESPN does the Ocho.
Oh, I'm sure they Yeah, dude. I get real into all those like random sports. I've been watching
Right.
some. It's basically just like a slanted board, and you just roll balls onto like 3 tiers of things. And that's it. There's
Oh,
like
wow.
little like, finger hooks. And I sat there one night and I was trying to go to sleep, and I just spent like 45 minutes watching people go. That's just over and over, dude. I mean, it's legit though. I could totally see myself sitting there just throwing these balls up this. Yeah, it looks awesome.
They have wrestle ball now. which is
Wrestle ball?
Yeah, which is basically full contact basketball.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So Derek Brunson, one of the UFC fighters in
Oh, I know,
town,
yeah.
started a wrestle ball league, or not a league, but a team.
Be fun to watch.
Yeah.
That just sounds like the early 2000s. Because they,
street ball.
yeah, I'm like, wasn't it like they did street ball, and then there was the a basketball league that had trampolines.
That's what I was thinking of.
Because they tried to bring it back a couple years ago, and I'm like,
Dude, that's straight
that
up out
was
of NBA.
so
Yeah.
good to watch somebody just full on check somebody into a wall to then go back and like jump off the trampoline and dunk on you. Best days.
Dude, I've been seeing some new sport that's just like two guys ramming into each other from 40 yards apart.
Yeah.
Somehow it's based on slap boxing or something. But it's
Right.
just like two huge dudes that just slam full contact into each other. It's like, dude, we did.
Right. Just call that CTE.
Yes. This is no.
And then the
No pads,
the
no
Samoan
helmets.
kids
yeah.
across from
Full
them,
send.
Yeah, man.
cannot ever do that.
Yeah, and we keep on dancing around it, man. Like, it's just time to bring back the gladiatorial games. We're so
Yeah,
close.
we're so close at this
Get
point.
this dude like a trident and a net, and we're there. Like,
Right.
that's all that's gotta happen.
I mean, give it like 2 years.
Yeah, that's what
Say,
it is. I mean, it's on the horizon, but clearly.
Right.
But we're coming up on time, and we're getting way distracted. But I also want to see this kid try to make a drink.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, are you sending me back behind the bar? You haven't made a drink
It's
in a
take
while.
two
Viva.
for you.
see, because I know how to make a drink.
That's
We're
also
still
fair.
learning.
We put both of you back there.
That's true.
We got you. So keep an eye out. We'll have an episode of us making drinks. This young lady telling us how bad we're doing. But you should also come check out the bar. So like this said, 4:30, Monday through Saturday.
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, and then 12:30 Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
There we go. See? Come and check it out. You guys are open late.
During the week, we're open until 12, and then on the weekends, we're open until 1.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes. Which is better than most of the bars I go to, which close at like 10. So this is definitely a good spot to come see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for letting us come out.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I love the
Good to have you.
space, and I can't wait to try more drinks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.